We are back for another episode of Big Six Bands. And what the fuck was that?
You can't even put it into words. That's what's crazy.
What the fuck was that?
You can't even.
It's not football. It's not football anymore. It's soccer. It's soccer.
Yeah.
It's called soccer right now. It's called soccer today. They can have that one. I can't lie. Where's Murtaza? All the verbal. I'm ready for it. I might just send him the link. I'm not even going to say anything to him. I'm not going to message him. I'm just going to send him the link. Because us British fuckers, we deserve a cooking for that. I can't lie.
It was bad. It was bad, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? But
terrorist football fan.
Yeah, it tired me, man. You know what I'm saying? I say I want to watch along.
I checked my DMs and what do I see? If you need someone, I can come on today. He knows what he's doing.
Boy, they're not big up USA, man. Like they done their thing in it.
Bro,
they done what they needed to do. That's the thing. So we can't even put the blame. It was just Southgate again.
Bro, kids, I did say this, bro. I said, why are we not worried about USA? Them man are athletes. Just because we slapped 6 past Iran, these men are athletes. Man, they will not get the time on the ball like we did against Iran. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's true still. Now, this is what I said though. Like, but when you got people like Southgate, yeah, like I'm gonna be real, yeah, and this I'm just not saying this because he's my manager or whatnot. But if you had like a Mikel Arteta or a Pep or even like a Klopp or just any competent manager, they'll be able to match that ruthlessness that USA showed. Like Southgate's too, like I wouldn't say he's too calm. Like he doesn't have that
complacent.
Yeah, he's too complacent with it. Like he doesn't have that bite to tell the man them look, push, like match their aggression. You could see we're getting bullied in the midfield as well. Midfield was dead.
We got fucked up, bro.
Midfield was dead.
And we brought on Henderson to try and fix it.
Like
he did the. Hey, you just mentioned Klopp. He did the Klopp move, man. He did the Klopp thing.
Yeah, he done the Klopp.
He tried it, man. I'm saying he tried to move like Jurgen, man.
Klopp would have started Henderson.
It's dead, man. It's dead.
If you had Bellingham, Henderson would have been on the bench, innit? That's why you man are trying to sign Bellingham and that. You feel me?
Let me hit up the chat, man. Let me see what everyone's saying in the chat. Big up LFC Baz in the chat as well. He says, big up guys, make sure the likes are being smashed. Hope you enjoyed your birthday, mate. I did. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed my birthday, even though I worked for most of my birthday, but it's like I said, it's not just for one day. The birthday lasts till the weekend, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
I appreciate all the birthday messages from everyone, from all the fans, the chat, the support. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone. I appreciate the birthday messages, making me feel a bit old. As I said, 26 is a bit stiff, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. Big up Solo. Make sure you go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV as well. Make sure you smash the like button on the way in. We're 20 people already, so make sure you hit the like button. 10 likes, 20 people viewing. Stop what you're doing. Smash the like button ASAP. This is England slander, right? This is England versus USA, and we're here to take all the slander today and even give the slander to our own players because we did not deserve a thing from that game. We're lucky to even draw. So again, smash that like button, people. Make sure and subscribe if you're new as well, of course. Answer me right now, Arsenal fans, where was your star boy?
Yeah, I knew people were gonna do that.
As soon as Kane tried to replicate Richarlison, I knew it'd be a long day. You don't kill me. I'm gonna talk about Kane. Cool. We can laugh at Saka for a bit, but me, I'm on Kane, innit? Kane's the one I'm on too. Kids, your star boy Saka.
It's funny all the hits on him. That's just crazy. It's crazy to me.
Star boy treatment though.
Bro, look at the whole 11. Why am man focusing on just one player?
Big up my brother Saint as well. It says happy birthday. Appreciate you, my brother. Months we are getting cooked. Bro, it's soccer today. It's soccer. It's soccer. Football? That's played in the ball in the hands. It's different now. It's different. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the English soccer league. It's the English soccer league. It's not the EPL no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with it. He says, big up my G's, flawless and Kears.
Big up Saint every time.
My guy.
Yeah, man said F Southgate, don't kill you. Pablo, respect. Luke Shaw, I can't lie, yeah. We need to big up.
Big up Luke Shaw.
He's the only one that don't deserve to walk home.
I'm not gonna lie, him and Maguire had great games. I can't even
Yeah,
lie. I got
they did still. Mount is so shit. How does South? Yeah, I can't lie. What does Mount have on Southgate?
Months.
Why
What did I say?
90, bro?
I've been seeing it with that bum. You're such a fraud. You're such a fraud.
Yeah, we all know what Mason Mount is, man. You know what I'm saying? A man of many traits and a master of nothing. We know this.
You
know what I'm saying?
90 minutes, you know.
Yeah,
90
man.
minutes.
He's high energy. He runs around. He works hard. You know what I'm saying? He a great try hard, isn't it? But when it comes to quality on the ball, he don't excel at anything.
Nothing.
And we've seen that today. We've seen that today. 100%. He wasn't the only one who was poor, but he's a part
not
of
the
the
only
team.
one. Not the only one. But
He's
still.
a part of it. But we know. But again, back to on the Southgate thing, we know Southgate's not good enough, people. We've seen him in 2 tournaments. We've seen him in 2 tournaments. I don't get why people.
That's what I'm saying. People act like they don't know. That's what
Yeah.
I don't get. They're acting confused, but you man should know. The guy's a bum, and we'll never win anything under him. As soon as you realize that, the better. Simple.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's just have a little more of the comments before I start letting rip on these man, fam. Jar says, big up Maguire. Maguire was cold. Tyler Adams is cold. No, we just don't have legs, bro. We just don't have legs. Bro. We made Tyler Adams look like flipping Asamoah in his prime for Juventus, bro. You made him look like McGreedy, bro.
That's twice now.
We made him look like prime Kante, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Maddison was needed. I don't even know if Maddison could have saved that car crash because England can't do the legs thing. Like, it's all too safe. Everything's just all too safe. Unless it's coming from Shaw, it's all too safe. Where's the one touch round the corners? I saw that once from Sterling and Mount got his shot off low and hard. And that was it for the whole game. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Because they don't have them type of players. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue.
Yeah.
Grealish, Foden.
What we do, you can
put Sterling in the mix as well. Yeah, I hear you.
Where was Foden?
Foden, Grealish are them type of players. Yeah. I hear you.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how in the contrast of like 3-4 days, it went from England are reaching the World Cup final. Now all these players are ass except for Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire.
Yeah. And that's what it is. It's always the overreaction.
England's reaching the final, but I don't know what to say to you.
I'll be real, my times were man them was saying England are gonna bring it home. I was dashing in the got him. We fucking got him.
Got him. We fucking got him.
That's what I was happening.
I told you.
Wait, you was in the live, no?
Yes. Bro, I was telling y'all, bro, this England team, you played a really bad Iran team who played really out of character. You saw what Iran did today against Wales. They're a very defensively compact team that, hits you on the break. They're a Carlos Queiroz team. They just played out of character, and they took the L that day. It was nothing special from you guys. And I said that. And this is an average USA team compared to the talent England have. This is an average US team. And you guys got ran ragged, bro. It was not even funny. US were dominating. The Weston McKennie chance, the Pulisic bar, the Pulisic header that he whiffed, it hit his shoulder. That's 3 right there. Like, there's the Serginho Dest shot. Bro, it should have been at least 2-3-0 USA. Like, bro, guys got
McKennie
bro.
McKennie missed the cell.
Bro, Mason Mid, bro. I told man about this guy, bro. So ass. Like, people say, nah, man, he's a good player. He's just playing bad. No, he's terrible. He sucks. He's a roadrunner, bro. He's a bad player. He's not a good football player. Raheem Sterling, man, hold that flawless. That fucking Jamaican bum, fam. What a bum.
Hey.
I don't give a fuck, man.
Hey, bear in mind, this is a guy who supports the Pakistani national team in it, but we'll put it, you know what I'm saying, when he's talking about bums.
I'm Pakistani, but we're not in the World Cup, so I'm Brazilian.
Yeah, you're not in the World Cup. Why are you not in the World Cup?
Shut up, fam.
Why are you not in the World Cup? Jamaica, wait. Hold up. Jamaica ain't in the World Cup.
So
what's the difference then? How can you stand the Jamaica, but then when I say mention Pakistan, you say now we're not in the World Cup?
Yeah, but we're not though.
Yeah, neither are Jamaica, but you just mentioned them.
No, but Raheem Sterling's Jamaican though.
Yeah, so what's that got to do with anything?
So, yeah, well, it does because
what does it have to do with anything in it? Yeah, he'd be your best player ever in the history of your country. You might build a statue outside of him.
Exactly.
We'll build a statue outside the stadium of him.
But he's still asked though.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's
Fucking
not,
dead
man.
player, bro.
He's
He got
not
hooked
us.
for
He's
Keira
not
Knightley,
us.
bro.
Says you,
Keira Knightley
says
had to come
you,
on, bro.
Says you was hyping up
That guy was just
Richarlison.
flopping
You man,
all
you
there,
you hyping up backup players, man. You were hyping up
Hey,
Richarlison.
man.
R9.
Hey, man.
Man's a backup
Yeah,
player for
yeah.
Spurs.
R9,
Backup
man.
player for
Respect
Spurs.
to R9, man.
For Spurs,
Let's
man.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. What is he? What performances
Oh
is he
my
putting up,
God.
man?
Oh
Yeah,
my!
I know.
You
I know
backing
that got you
backup
triggered.
players.
Let's go.
Backup players. Nah, this is just for the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that this is entertaining. I know
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
entertain. I've been doing this. I do this professionally. Don't do that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
whatever.
Don't do that.
Hey,
Don't you mean? I do.
Hey, hold on. Hey!
Oh,
I do.
no Raheem Sterling, Jamaican.
I do this.
On
Yeah,
this
facts.
channel.
I do this
Number one
professionally.
rule.
Yeah, this guy in it.
Especially when you wasn't repping USA before this game.
I'm not
And
though. Who said I'm
I know.
repping them right now?
I know, but again,
This guy don't rep USA, don't rep
Raheem
Pakistan.
Sterling
This guy don't rep none of his sets and that. You know what I'm saying? You're a
Yeah,
flag
like,
switcher.
again,
Don't rep
hey,
none of your sets.
One day
Who
he's
are you
gonna-
repping?
Who you
USA
repping?
born and bred.
I'm not trying to hear
No,
it.
I'm not. No,
This
I'm not.
at this World Cup, nobody. I ain't repping no one at this World
Yeah.
Cup because none of my nations are there.
Hey,
None
man,
of my
I'm
nation-
a flag switcher and I'm proud, man.
None of
Let's
my
go.
nations. See that?
We
You
here.
would be proud, innit? Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
here.
You would be proud.
We
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Who's we?
Hey, man, that's
Who's we?
That's not gonna change the fact that
Who's
Sterling's
we?
fucking ass.
No,
in
no, no. Who's
2022.
we? You said we
That's
here.
not
I
gonna
said
change
who's
that
we?
fact.
No, no. Who's we?
All the flag switchers.
Who's we? What do you mean? All the, it's just you. You're the only flag switcher.
We here.
Who's we? You mean just you?
Yeah.
That's just you, fam. So say
Me,
I'm
myself,
here.
and
You know
I.
what I'm saying?
Me,
Yeah,
myself,
I'm
and I.
here. You ain't free, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
amount of nations you duck, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pakistani man
Nations,
of
hey,
USA
man, that won't make
who reps the US.
that
You know what I'm
won't
saying?
make
Don't want to rep him.
Sterling play good football in 2022, man.
Why
Hold
won't
that.
why won't it? See what I'm saying? He's had a better
Yeah,
career
yeah.
than anybody in your entire country. What we talk, both countries.
And he's still ass in
Both countries.
2022.
Yeah,
he can't
yeah,
even
yeah.
be
Okay.
a team that
Says
calls
you-
it soccer, bro.
that again?
Soccer. Let's
Man,
go.
hold on. Again.
Yeah.
this
has nothing to
do with
hold that,
nothing.
man.
You're
Hold
stretching
that.
it with Sterling. You're stretching it
Oh,
with Sterling.
Yeah, of course.
again.
You know what I'm saying? This is a guy who reps Richarlison, though. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
that.
no,
Man, you don't
no.
even start.
You know,
Don't
you
even
can't be
start.
repping that one,
No,
man.
you
Rep
don't.
Richarlison. Of course you did. Yo, there's a stream on my channel where you can go where we're talking about this.
Because
These
he
things are
scored a
recorded.
good goal.
Yeah, yeah. You was like, nah, I'm R9 half now. You called him R9.
Yeah. Because he scored a good goal.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're hurting my head. You're hurting my head. Anyway, smash the like button, people. Make sure we smash the like button. 30 people in the house, 17 likes. So make sure we smash that like button up on entry. So, I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, I've got a couple men I need to talk about, and the first one is Harold Kane, second of his kind, first of his name. I believe, for me, what does Harry Kane offer in an England shirt when we play decent opposition in a centre forward position? Let me know what he offers.
He doesn't offer anything. And this is what, you know what's killing me as well? I heard before the game, the pundits are talking about, he needs to play, we can't afford to drop him or our quality goes down. It don't, because what did he do today and what has he ever been doing against decent opposition that Callum Wilson couldn't do today? There's
He
nothing.
did runners, because against this team, Kane was just getting the ball back to goal. They'd go touch tight to him, and he couldn't turn because he was too stiff.
Yeah, that's the best Kane, bro. He don't turn up in big games. That's been a thing.
Bro, this weren't even a Tony game for me. And the header he missed at the end. Why is no one talking about it?
Bro, it's Kane, bro. It's
which
Kane.
header?
It speaks for itself.
did he miss a good header?
Yeah, he missed the header.
Yeah, it was a chance at the end when Luke Shaw whipped it in.
At least hit the target.
Yeah, he should at least hit the target. At least.
Yeah, it was a free header.
Yeah, at least hit the target. But that's Kane. That's Kane for you, innit? But it won't get spoken about. Because
It's a
But that's
Tottenham in it, man.
But that's just
Go on, sorry. I've dashed him on fraud watch for England against any sort of opposition that is at least decent.
but
Do you know what I'm saying? I've dashed him on fraud watch.
that's been his whole career. That's been his whole England career.
that's
This
what I'm
ain't
saying.
nothing new. I don't know how many caps he has, but
Three
yeah,
of them
that was
goals
hella.
were against
That was it was hella penalties in Panama and Pakistan and teams like that. Like, there ain't no teams
Oh,
people don't
look at
care
this
for.
guy
And
trying
that,
to
you
be
know what I'm
funny,
saying?
man.
You know what I'm
Look
saying?
at this
And
guy
we don't
trying to
care
be
about them
funny.
teams. It's all the different.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
even rep him, so you
whatever,
should
man.
even.
Yeah,
You should.
prick,
You
bro.
should even be bothered.
This
You
guy
don't
trying
rep
to be
him.
slick.
You don't even rep him, so why are
slick.
you bothered? You flag switched, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? And that you flag switched, so you shouldn't even be bothered by me saying that. Yeah. I'm saying rep your set, but as I was saying, he's been playing like this. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's such a prick, right?
This guy told you I'm professional. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying, Kane's been like this. This performance is nothing new. If you go back to World Cups and Euros, he hasn't performed. And you know he has the ability to. It's not a talent issue. You know what I'm saying? It's just with England. And that's the majority of their top players. When's the last time England put in a quality performance against good opposition in an international tournament? Probably more. Maybe Germany, you can argue, but that's still one of the worst Germany sides.
Yep.
Other than that Germany side, what we're talking about, we got to go all the way back to Brazil in 2002 when they had a good 45 minutes when they got knocked out. We're talking 20 years ago. Someone let me know in the chat. I can't think of one where England have played a top nation in a World Cup or Euros and performed well. Apart from, you could argue Germany. I give you Germany if you want.
The worst Germany in the last 10 years.
That's my point. And I said that the worst Germany we've seen in a long time. But that's the only one I can think of. Before that, it's 45 minutes against Brazil in 2002, the first half. Like, other than that, someone let me know in it. Someone might know in the chat.
We played it right against Italy, but still didn't come away with the win. That was a
Italy. The first 20, I'd say, give the first 20 minutes.
The final?
Yeah, the final.
2012.
Oh, you're talking about with
Rooney Sturridge. Rooney Sturridge.
Was Welbeck playing?
Yeah, I believe Welbeck was in the squad that time.
Okay, maybe that one.
Lallana and whatnot.
So what year was that?
Was that 2012?
Oh, was that the one where Sterling scored that? Well, I thought he scored that goal when they went side net.
That was when I believe, I'm pretty sure Rooney and Sturridge are playing in them times.
This is what I'm saying. So we talking 10 years ago.
And that year we still fucked up after that game anyway, was it?
Yeah.
You're talking 10 years ago to the point where we could always like, this is nothing new, not just this group of players, but a group of players prior. It's just England, man. They're just not that good.
This is what I said. I don't even support England. This is what I support Portugal. I'll be real. This ain't England can't, like, they're just dead. They're dead. How can you support that?
But Jude Bellingham, guys, was supposed to be England's savior in midfield. But he was supposed to be the difference, right? Where was he?
He had a poor game.
He was poor. The reason why I won't overreact to this is the same way I won't overreact to the first game. It's the same thing. England had a very good game and was on song against Iran. Because they've had a poor game against USA, it don't change my thought process too tough on England. Even if they would have won 6-2 today again, I wouldn't be like, England can go all the way. Understand where England are, people. They are quarterfinals, semi-finals at best. That's where they are as a team.
Yeah, it's literally that. If
they play France, which they could play France, I think in the bracket, if France win their group and England win their group, they could play. They get bounced in the quarterfinal. But that's still an achievement for them to go to the quarters.
They would face Ecuador in the round of 16.
Right now, it'd be Ecuador right now. And that's not
do we think England are that much better than Ecuador? Like, they couldn't break down this USA side? Can they break down Ecuador? I don't think so, man.
They can't. Not with Mount as the 10. They can't break down any.
They have to rely on
Mount, bro.
The one thing that could get
ass today, bro.
The one thing that could get away with it is the individual brilliance they do have. That's nothing to do with Southgate. Exactly, they can just a Foden can do something, a Grealish can do something, you know what I'm saying? A Kane can do something just at any given moment against the Ecuador that can get them through a game.
Foden? Brother's not even playing.
By the way, guys, it was the 2014 World Cup. It was Sturridge, Rooney.
Oh, it was the 2014. Okay. Yeah, so saying
don't kill me.
Saying, so we're talking 8 years ago.
Wait, do you know what? You were saying the Ox, Lallana, Wilshere, and them, man.
I thought, Wilshere was there.
Hey, remember when Lallana and Wilshere was the piv? And
they were doing their thing. They were doing their thing.
Because them man are futsal ballers, isn't it? You know them man are like futsal ballers.
They had it in their locker still.
Hey, Wilshere and Lallana, fam. Them man, the 5-yard pass.
Bro, those days were better than these days, man. Like, Southgate's just ruined the system. He's ruined it. That's all it is.
Do you know what it is? I think we have no variation in the midfield because I look at USA's midfield and go, yeah, they're going to outrun us today. Before we even start the game, they're outrunning us. Let's just get that straight. But what can we mix up in the midfield to combat a team being able to run faster than us? What dynamic midfielders do we have to swap for a Bellingham or to swap for a Rice and go, cool, we're going to need you for today? And we don't have anything because first of all, Southgate brings 100 defenders for one. And secondly, in terms of midfield options, we have. So let's leave out Rice and let's leave out Bellingham. We have Henderson and Phillips. And an injured like James Madison.
Yeah, and that's
James
why
Madison not even the roster.
Yeah, he's
You know
injured.
what I'm
He's
saying?
injured in it.
Like,
That's why I've said for the longest, England can't go and win it. They don't have the midfield options to go and they can't dominate the ball. They don't.
Need at least have a dynamic midfielder in your squad. And what England
Who do
dynamic?
you think that is, though, Monts? Do you think they have that?
You're not gonna hate me for saying this, and I don't think he will never get anywhere near the squad ever again. I think it's Oxlade-Chamberlain is the only dynamic English midfielder I've seen.
Okay, so I'm not even going to dispute you on the Oxlade-Chamberlain thing. The question I will ask you is: are England the Oxlade-Chamberlain away from winning a tournament?
No, of course,
change what's going on. That's my point.
It's a step to combat anyone who's going to outrun us in midfield. Because again, if USA had anything up front today, we're losing 2-0.
Yeah, I hear you. But that's their deficiencies. The problem that England have is if you then put Ox in when you play in better opposition, like any top nation's pivot is better than England's. That's the problem they have. Southgate automatically is going to lose the England battle. That's why I always give him leeway in terms of why he plays pragmatic. We've seen it today. Why he plays in terms of defensively. England they can't play a back four. Playing a back three is the way to go. England have the players to hit you on a counter attack. They have the players with Sterling, with Kane, with Saka, with Rashford. You can throw Wilson in the mix, Grealish. You have players who are good on the counter.
I'm going to say something mad. What was the difference between England's run to the final, of the Euros, and Egypt's run to the final of the AFCON?
No, I said England got a very favorable draw and took advantage of that in two competitions.
But this is what I'm saying. What was the difference between Egypt's run in AFCON to the final to face Senegal and England's run to the final of the Euros? What was the difference?
Did Egypt?
What's the difference, bro?
I don't know what was Egypt's run. I genuinely don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it was favorable.
They just 1-0 and penalties each round. Penalties, cheese. Each way to the final.
That's where England.
We beat Germany. I'll give that.
I give them the Germany. Yeah. And that's the only one I give them, but they took advantage in the past two tournaments of favorable draws, which you're supposed to do. It's not your fault who you draw, but you don't get carried away with that. In all them teams England played, they were supposed to be, you could argue apart from Germany. You could argue they should have beat Croatia and got to that final. To me, they should have beat Italy in the final. They should. You got a final on your home turf, you win that. I'm sorry. You have to win that, especially after going a goal up. But again, that's on the players. But we know Southgate's shortcomings. But we know the midfield shot. Like, I don't get why people get shocked. Like, in terms of today is frustrating, but it don't change anything to me long term. I don't look at this game and go, England can't win the World Cup anymore. I wasn't saying England can't. Everyone knows England is short. You should give yourself the best possible opportunity to do so, though. But your midfield options suck, man. That's just what it is. I'm saying your midfield options, that Bellingham's cold. Don't get me wrong, all right. Rice is a good player. That's it. Does he get into any other top nations midfield? No.
But
does Mount? No.
Are these pivots that complement each other? This is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think the Bellingham Rice pivot is good, but it's not that. It shouldn't be a pivot. It should be a Rice holding DM on his own, Bellingham on the right side or left side of midfield, and you bring another centre mid in there to do something. But that midfielder is Mount at the moment. And that's the issue. That midfielder is Mount. Even to be fair with Foden plays majority back to his goal for England. Kane majority plays back to his goal for England. This is my issue with the Southgate setup. Most of what we do is with our back towards goal. Or the ball's being knocked around our back line, and the second it goes into the midfield areas, shit just looks crowded. Do you ever look at a game and think, how are we going to break these men down? Like, how are we going to... Do you know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying. That's with Mount as the cam. Because there's no one... And because you don't have Grealish on the left to bring his creative side, you got... What do you have? You don't have a creator. There's no creator in that team. Yeah. There's none. You'll have to be Kane dropping deep. That's why you had to play Bellingham there, bro. Bellingham, when I look at his game is in the final third. He's not a first 2/3 player. He's at most a middle third and a final third player. He's not that type of player you conduct a ball from the back four and run with it. And he's not that guy. His best attributes are in the final third. His shooting, the final ball. That's what he's good at. And you're bringing him all the way deep. Like, what are these tactics? That's why I said the problems with England's midfield. Like, everyone was like, "Oh, Jude Bellingham's coming, so we're gonna win the World Cup." That's the same logic Liverpool fans have. Like, this is not a savior. Like,
you're asking for a solution, but this guy is a solution, but to the wrong problem. He's a solution to a completely different problem. This is a final third player you're trying to make into like a Toni Kroos type player or like a Luka Modric, carry the ball from the back four and either drive with it or find a really good pass. He's not that guy. He's in the final third. He'll make the final ball, either get a goal and an assist, stuff like that. Look at what he does with Dortmund. You don't see Jude Bellingham drop deep to do that. It's always you see a Jude Bellingham goal, Jude Bellingham assist. Late runs into the box. Like, when you're trying to pay him in a double pivot, that should be a crime to football, bro. Jude Bellingham in a double pivot. You should put Mason Mount out of the team. You should put another holding midfielder there. Put Bellingham in the 10 and see how much it changes.
What's the
like you're asking someone to
would
do
you play out of interest? I'm just asking.
Who do England have? Let's see.
They don't.
I mean,
Phillips.
If you got Phillips,
no, but it's better than what they got.
It's better, but like I said, it's better. Would it make a difference against USA? Yes.
Yes.
I will agree with that. Yes.
Well, it would make a difference against most teams. Bellingham as a 10 is not a bum.
What the crazy part is, if this result happens again, like against a better nation, we're going to be. Let's say it's France, for instance, and England go out to France. We'll be having this conversation.
Yeah,
we'll be having this. England could go out to France and we'll be having this conversation. Even if he plays that team, which I agree with you is better. Because you know what? People can't grasp the fact of Southgate's not good enough and these players are not good enough.
Yeah,
that's the PR and then people don't want to grasp it, in it. As much as I rate Bellingham, as much as can Southgate do better? Yet Southgate's not good enough. Like, we all know this. But them players are not good enough to go do what needs to be done. Whatever pivot, whatever 10. Can they do better? Yes. 100%. And with a favorable draw, can they get to a final? Well, we've seen them get to a final, so yes. Can they win something? Yes, but it's that's why I'm not going to overreact.
England just don't have any off the ball movement. Everyone wants to come in and play in the midfield on the ball. Sterling wants to cut in and play like Rice. Saka wants to do that as well. The only off the ball player you have when Bellingham's trying to deal in that 10, when he goes up, he can't go up because it'll just leave Rice by himself covering. Like because if you lose the ball. You know, it's 4-on-4 with the defense and the defensive midfielder. So he can't even do that. There's no off the ball movement. There's no one making the runs. It's always just stagnant. Everyone just come with the ball. That's why when Stones and Maguire had the ball, they had the ball for the most of the game. They just couldn't find anyone because there's no off the ball movement. It's literally just stagnant. These guys aren't moving. You're supposed to move off the ball. That's how you create spaces. Like, there's no one dropping in to do that. It's Bellingham. The only person I saw doing it, because he has a brain. Bellingham was doing it. He dropped in between Stones and Maguire. He got it from one center back, passed it to the other, and then went. That's all it was. So it just stalemates at that point. Like, Southgate tactics, man. He's a criminal.
Yeah, they're poor. They're even to play Trent. I think I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this game was kind of crying out for Trent in a way, in a sly way. Either him or Ben White should have been playing right back. Trippier, I'm not gonna lie to the guy that even said try to get on. I don't want his gas. I don't want his gas right now. But it's the truth. You can't deny it because Trippier was killing Saka. He was killing him. He was creating no overlaps to create space. Nothing.
You know what Trippier's been doing and what he's been living off at times? Forcing that down the line ball. Forcing it, bro.
Exactly.
Forcing it and losing the ball.
It was winding me up, bro. It was winding me up all game.
There are times, G. And he done it a lot against Iran. But you know what? Because man are scoring, it was like, all right, if we mention it, we're nitpicking.
Yeah.
Nitpicking. But you're not nitpicking because Iran were rubbish that day. They're rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Trent, and dare I say, Benjamin Button White, fam.
You should have played. You should have played, bro. It was that today. It was that today.
Bro, I FaceTime Corey at halftime. I was like, bro, we need to just Trent and Kane, inshallah, bro, and tell Kane to stay up the flipping pitch.
Yeah.
So Kane doesn't need to drop in the 10. Actually, give it to a 10. Do you know what I'm saying? Trent will fizz it into the right positions, bro. How about this? Even Trent to Rashford. OTT, bro.
Yeah.
You know
anything but today. Anything but that. Because it was so cool.
Fam, anything but what we just saw. Literally. Nah, man. I
Trippier
can't lie, bro.
was
And then
terrible.
Foden, people on Jordan Henderson, bro.
The thing is,
The crossing, inshallah, man.
are we surprised
The
though?
deep cross.
This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Are we surprised?
No,
We're
kids,
not.
we don't. No,
I'm
We're
not
not.
surprised.
So it's
I
as
said
simple as that.
USA were gonna bum us, bro. Can't lie, bro.
Yeah,
Pause.
I think they're gonna nick it at the end. And it, again, it would not surprise me. It wouldn't have
They were
surprised
gonna
me.
smoke us up. By the way, people, make sure we hit the like button. We had 45 people in here a second ago, back down to about 40, I believe. But make sure we smash the like button. We're on 25 likes. That is not good enough. Not gonna lie, that's not good enough. Let's get the ratio spinning. Stop what you're doing right now. Scroll down and smash the like button, as Solo's just said in the comments as well. This is straight slander for the England squad. So you know what I'm saying? We should at least be smacking a like for all that stuff there. So I want to see at least 50 likes for today. But yeah, we're gonna say 50 likes, 60 likes today is the like total we're gonna aim for by the end of this video. So make sure we smash the like button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Also go and retweet the tweet that's out on the Big Six Fans Twitter as well, and give that a retweet if you are active on Twitter. And make sure if you're new to the channel to hit the subscribe button as well. Get on your burner, or tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, there was a few others. There was a few others that I wanted to talk about, and I think with Luke Shaw, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If Donny wasn't a sly fat boy, bro, he's a baller, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even lie, bro.
I've been saying it. It's just Twitter. The kids on Twitter will tell you otherwise, innit? That's all it is. But if you know football,
but he's a baller.
Yeah, no, he's a baller. Yeah, he's not consistent. He's not. But when he gets to play, boy, serious.
Yeah, he's just sometime-ish. That's why I'm just don't hear no praise for him and hear no prop, because it's not a talent issue. It's a mentality issue. And when you look at all the managers he's managed under, have all had issues with him. Whether that's Mourinho, whether that's Van Gaal, whether that's Poch. It's like, yo, all these managers under you are saying the exact same thing. And none of them question his technical ability. If you out of shape, that's just unprofessional. You know what I'm saying?
It's
that's
true.
a mentality thing. That's just straight up core, like, yo, you're unfit for work. That's just straight up laziness. That's not a skill thing. That's not your first touch is bad. That's not defensive awareness. Even though he has been better this season. But again, it takes Manchester United to have a left back who can take his place for him to be performing better. Happened with Brandon Williams. It's happened now this season with Malacia, where it's like all of a sudden, all right, let me play. It's like, that's why. But was he a good outlet today? Yeah. Has he been good for Manchester United this season? Also, yes. But I'm just not hearing no praise for him because I know it's not I'll forgive a lack of skill. I won't forgive a lack of will.
I hear that.
I don't rate anyone that's mentality is if I don't have competition, I'm not gonna play well. That's Luke Shaw. If he doesn't have any competition, he's not gonna play well. That's not the type of person you can rely on. It's not reliable.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's facts. I think that for me though, as an England player, you can just tell that when he's fit and he's got the right know-how, he's there and he's playing very well. Yeah. And you can see his technique in some of the stuff he was doing. I think our only outlet today was Luke Shaw.
He was a good outlet today.
Yeah, it was.
He was a good outlet today. He was.
He was our only outlet. Saka wasn't good today. Kane wasn't good today.
Saka was
oh my.
Yeah, he paid dead. He paid dead.
Saka was getting locked up by Robinson, bro.
Yeah.
If we just put in P and P, bro, Mason. Bro, I told you this. Remember, you were like, no, man, Mason Mount's a good player. I remember I was on stream. I was like, Mason Mount sucks.
Yeah, he's
a good player. He's a good player. Bro,
no. I said we overreacted with the slander, but today he was just crap as well.
But the thing is, that's been like this. Him. Like I said, on the ball.
I don't know how you ever rated him because he's been doing that.
Yeah. He don't excel at anything on the ball. Every time people rate him and praise him, it's all off the ball stuff. It's all mental, and it's stuff you can't measure or understands the club. Dies for the badge. You can't measure these things. You know what I'm saying? You can measure how good someone is at shooting, passing, etc. How do I know what is die for the badge? What is the meter on that? How do you test that? You know what I'm saying? He runs around. All right, so a professional athlete runs a lot. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Closes down. Work rate. He's just not good.
Hey, don't do that. You're describing a player that I didn't want to buy this season. Doing that. You're describing a certain player.
That's our club captain that our club love. You know what I'm saying? For some of our fans love and has led us to absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we move.
65 million. You're describing a player.
We move, man. Hey man, it's the same for ours, isn't it? A guy who led us to I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? No
Yep,
trophy.
carried us to top 4.
Yeah. Carried us to
Nothing.
I don't know. Like even to be like again, I look at Maguire. I'll give Maguire his props today as well. Of course, it was between Maguire and Luke Shaw for me with the players of the game. I think this was Maguire's type of game though. When England are under the caution, we can't get out, so we don't have to do anything high up the pitch. He doesn't have to play that sort of high line or anything. He can sort of just defend and distribute when he needs to. But this is why I say against any decent opposition, Kane ain't it. Mount ain't it. Unless we're dominating the game, Rice ain't it. Trippier ain't it. Unless we've got 100 hours on the ball. And I don't think I'm stretching it. I don't think I'm stretching it.
I slightly disagree with that. I slightly disagree with that.
Well, who's it? Who do you say it? Who's it for you?
I'd say people like Declan Rice and Trippier. I just think personally, you don't make subs like putting Henderson on one when you're trying to attack and win the game. Like, why for me? Cool, he brought Henderson. I don't agree with that, and you brought Grealish on. But then you bring Rashford on, you take Saka off. I'm not taking Saka off. I'm taking Sterling off, and I'm putting Grealish in that centre attacking mid position. If you actually wanted to put Grealish on,
I hear that.
Henderson's not staying on. I'm keeping Bellingham on. I'm with
100%. That's
but I'm saying, bro, but that doesn't discredit. Corey, give me a game where Kane's done something mad against. He's offered something crazy against decent opposition. Name me one game.
How many times?
Name me one game.
I can't name you a game because it hasn't been a lot. But Montel, really and truly, who's been feeding him the ball? Mount. Please stop.
What do you mean who's been feeding him the ball? Kane is a world-class striker. He's a world-class striker. People say he's the best striker in the world. So
we can't expect more from him. I don't agree with that.
Why are you expecting him to pull something out his arse every single time? Because it'll be like this.
No, bro. Pull what out of his arse? I expect a decent. I expect something out of him against half decent opposition. When you are the best striker, you are amongst that bracket of the top top three strikers in the world in your prime, playing your best football, scoring game in game out at club level. But you're playing most of the game with your back to goal and misplacing passes to your inverting wingers. Let me know.
I was gonna say that, Mons. I was gonna say that, Corey. You're saying he's got Mount behind him, but he's not even making any runs for Mount to feed. Don't give just a Mount to.
I disagree with that. He's not making runs, bro. The amount of times, Saka had the ball about not a lot of times in that game. But when Saka actually got into positions where he could pass or shoot, bro, Kane is in the box there waiting. He's getting
bro. You could be in the box.
Saka already cut it back for him. The only chance he had, Saka cut back for him, he missed it.
Yeah, bro. And also, Corey, there's being in the box. There's being in the box and there's getting in front of your man. They're two different things. Anyone can be in the box. Anyone can stand in the box and be a presence there. But when you're in that bracket, you don't just do that. You come across your man. You peel back post. You do all of this stuff. There was the one time I think Sterling actually got to the byline. And I think it was like a 1-2 down the side. No, do you know what? It was Kane. Kane got the ball, swiveled, gave it to play like a little pass in behind for Saka. Saka cut it back, and who was there? No one, because who's the one who played the pass to him? Harry Kane.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
And this is my problem, Montel. Why is Harry Kane having to do this? Why does he have to? Because Mason Mount wasn't doing his job.
Bro, he takes it up on himself, bro, and it's a cycle.
He wouldn't take it up. He wouldn't take it up on himself if he had an actual cam that could actually do that passing. If this guy had Maddison there, do you think he's going back and doing all this?
That when Foden, he's been doing this. He does this when Foden.
Kane does it every game.
But Montel, he does it for Tottenham because Tottenham don't actually have a good attacking midfielder, and he does it for England because Mason Mount's crap.
No,
that being said, he is keeping the Brazilian R9 on the bench, but you might carry on. Sorry, go on.
No. As I said,
sorry,
bro. At the end of the day, Kane. This is what Kane wants to do. He says he enjoys getting into all aspects of the game. When Foden plays, Kane does the same thing. Mount has not been starting for England in the camp for as long as Kane has been playing striker for England. I'll say that now. So Kane has been doing this.
When was the last time Mount didn't
when you
start
claim-
Cam? I don't
when-
remember the
when
last
you-
time Mount didn't start Cam, bro.
I said when
The thing
when
is, you might have both saying the same thing though. You're both right. You might have saying the same thing.
Yeah, you're both right. I hear what you're both saying.
You're
Bro,
both
when you
right.
can name me a game where Kane's done something against a half decent side for England, let me know.
But
Name
see,
me a
the
game
problem
where-
is
name me one game where we've honestly created ample amount of chances. Created chances. Give me a game.
Look at Kane at Tottenham. Who's Kane's best friend? Heung-Min Son. What Son is really good at, just darting, making runs. England don't have a runner. Hey, when Harry Kane's dropping deep to collect the ball,
We do have
Sterling's not making those runs. How many runs did you see
Sterling's not
Ryan
making
Sterling
those
made to
runs.
them?
No, you don't.
He's not. He's
But
coming
the
into the
thing is,
midfield
what
to
we-
try and play football.
What we gotta
Well,
understand
Harry
is-
Kane's best attribute is dropping deep, turning the shoulder. Look at that goal. Look at the goal Rashford scored. What did Kane do? Kane got the ball, turned. Rashford's running.
Yes.
Kane
Bro,
needs runners.
Against
That's because he needs space.
Why does Kane have to do that? Why does Kane have to do that? Why can't the Cam actually collect the ball and do what Kane is meant to be doing and do what Kane's doing? Why can't the Cam do that?
He came out and said it himself. He came out and said it himself. He wants to be involved in all aspects of play. He just needs to shut the fuck up and get in the box.
Who said this? Kane said this.
Huh?
Kane said he
When?
wants to be involved in all aspects. Yeah.
Yes,
That's on the
he said
manager
it.
to manage. But then all these things are a
There we
factor.
go.
Yeah,
There
all
we
these
go.
all these things are a factor. Like, should Kane do more? Yes. You know what I'm saying, is Mount playing in the 10 also a factor? Yes. Should
That
Southgate
just means
also
he
be
lacks
instructing these
discipline.
man? Also,
Yep.
all of these
Two-
things are a
Two
factor.
things can be true.
Yeah, all of these things. Like, if you put whoever you think that put Haaland with Mount as the 10, Haaland would still Haaland, but he wouldn't look like how he looks because Mount's just not it. I'm saying, and if you put him under Southgate, it makes it even worse.
You
That's
might
what
as well. You might as well play Kane Cam and put Wilson up top.
Yeah,
You may as well. You may as well.
That probably is a shout, but again, Kane, even what he's doing, he's too stiff. When you come against man who could run today when they're up his ass, he couldn't get on that half turn.
Yeah.
And if Kane can't get on the half turn, what do we offer? You at least need to see as a striker, if you're not beating these men on the half turn, go and stand in the box and get across your front man. But did he do that today? No. And then when the one opportunity he should have scored with the header, he hit it 25 miles wide.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
agree with that. That header was stinky. That header was
Yeah.
very stinky.
Again, I
agree
right now I understand what you're saying. There's truth to what you're saying, Corey, but it's still protecting a man who needs to do better.
Yep.
Media,
I
protect
think-
this
I
guy.
just think
The reason why he has to do better because he is one, the only world-class player in the side according to most. Two, he's the best player in the team, so we can expect the most from him. I
Yep.
think that's fair.
me personally,
That's
yeah,
fair.
I see England playing like how Man United were playing like last season. I'll be so honest. Where we'll have these wingers that are not making any crosses in the box, that are not doing much for our striker, and then we're all getting upset saying why isn't Ronaldo or Martial or whoever we had last season scoring enough goals? Bro, this guy's not getting much chances.
I hear that.
How many shots did we get on target? How many crosses did we make in the box today? We made none.
I disagree. Personally, I think the lack of crossing from the wingers was because USA pinned us back because we lost the game in midfield. That's what I think personally. But I also think, yes, the wingers weren't putting enough crosses in, but if you notice, the wing backs were swinging in crosses, bro.
You want to know a funny stat?
The wingers at all. That's a given.
Want to know a funny stat?
You don't cross from
Because
wingers.
it was free
Our wing
against
back is
two. That midfield game was free
Trippier.
against two.
It's Trippier
was free
and
against two.
huh? Would you say
That
Martinez?
midfield battle, we lost it because it was 3 against 2.
No,
Mount
because
wasn't
they had
doing
better legs.
anything.
They had better legs, bro.
Mount, no, hold on a second. If we had, and this is why I wanted Maddison to play. If we had Maddison in that midfield, you would have seen a different midfield. Every time we collected the ball, Mount was doing the McTominay thing, just hiding.
No, it's true.
I don't think there was many midfielders that
Just
could have changed.
hiding, fam.
I don't think there was many midfielders that could have changed it. For me, the way
Yes,
he
he
went,
can, bro. No.
Steph
That's
Monster.
where I
Madison would have
disagree,
changed that
bro.
game.
That's
Madison
where I
would have changed that
disagree.
game.
Madison
Madison would change.
Has no on-bound quality.
Madison would change the game from the 10 perspective, but the problem is the 2 6s. England don't have two who are good enough. England don't have no controllers. England don't have any controllers.
Like, let's be
They
honest.
don't.
Even though Mount was bummy, yes, Mount was bummy. But how many times did we get the ball into the 10? I believe Madison would have brought more quality into that position. But I think the issue would have been getting the ball to Madison, getting the ball to him, bro.
I thought Mount had a lot of the ball this game. I thought Mount had a lot of the ball more than besides the defenders. I think in the attacking sense, Mount had most of the ball.
Bro,
I didn't really see Saka too tough. Like every time Saka had the ball, he was actually trying to beat his man and put in a cross. Like them man were doubling up on Saka.
Listen, hold on. By the way, I'm gonna
get to the and that was Trippier's fault. That's what I'm gonna get
to the super chats. Big up Zeno for the super chat. He says, to be fair, Mount Kane was occupying the space at the 10. Thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate you, my guy. Marcus says it here. Kane's first touch is average. That's why he doesn't have that kick out drive. I wouldn't say Kane's first touch is half though. But he also says that we had Adams dictating the tempo. But this is what I mean about getting the ball. Like, we did not dictate any of that game. Tyler Adams was dictating that game. We was playing to USA's pace. Now, if we can't dictate the game against the USA, no disrespect, because I said the USA got some certain players. Gio Reyna come off the bench today. Gio Reyna is a talent, a supreme talent, bro. He weren't even about. These they dictated tempo because they stopped us from doing something. We played to them.
Because they were they're man marking England's midfield. And what I said earlier, there's no off the ball movement. If they're man marking, you're standing still. The center backs have no one to pass to. That's why you look at the ratings. Maguire and Stones have the most touches. That's why, that's why. When you're saying Mount didn't get the ball in the 10, he has to make the run to become available. He has to show for the ball. If he's not showing for the ball, who's gonna pass it to him? The ball's not magically just gonna come there. Like, bro, and even if he has the ball in the 10, do we really think Mount has those qualities to make chances like that? To create chances? His passing is average to ass.
Yeah, but who's making the run if Mount gets it in the 10?
Sorry, you cut out. Can you let me know again? What's up?
Who's making the run? If Mount gets the ball in the 10, who's making the run?
That's another problem I said. That's another problem I said.
I didn't want Sterling to play. I wanted it to be Rashford and Saka.
Yep. It's not balanced. The front three is not balanced.
The striker shouldn't make runs?
No, the striker should make runs, but he can also use the wingers. The wingers have to be making runs too.
Rashford and Saka. I played Rashford and Saka.
You just Southgate needs to decide. He needs to decide between Sterling and Kane. If he wants to play Kane, then Sterling can't play together. I don't think they can play together. With that front three and Mount in behind them. There's no balance.
No, they can play together because they cooked in the Euros. They did cook.
That's before, bro.
That was
bro. They cooked against Iran as well, but not against any good.
It was last year.
Yeah, but bro, last year, bro.
Sterling's out of form, and they only cooked against a German side. That was terrible. Exactly. Who else did they cook against? Sweden.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
England didn't cook, yo. Sterling was on smoke. That's what he was.
Sterling did good.
Sterling was on smoke. That's why he was there, because Kane wasn't even good in that tournament.
Yep. As I said, but you know why though? Because the difference between this Sterling and the Sterling now, that Sterling and the Sterling now, is that Sterling was the one making the runs. He was breaking the line.
Now we have
to say, is that a tactic thing? Because what we're doing now is we're playing a 4-2-3-1. Then we was playing Phillips and was it who was Phillips?
Rice and Phillips.
It was Rice and Phillips. So we had a different pivot at that time. So we had someone breaking the lines. I don't know if Southgate, because it's now a 2-3-1, a 4-2-3-1, he's tweaked it so we don't exactly have runners. Actually, no, it is because it was a 3 at the back. It was a 3 at the back.
And like I said, with that, bro, if it's that, Sterling can't play. Because if he's not making runs, he's useless.
Bro, I'm looking at Sterling's heat map right now. It's literally the middle third. There's no runs.
There we go.
I'm literally looking. He didn't make any runs today. That's the point.
This is what I'm saying. So for me,
this is why Rashford should have played.
Grealish was good when he come on. I think Wilson probably would have had a decent shot today.
Even if Maddison's injured, bro, I'm Foden, brother. Like,
yeah, Foden not to get a minute is
criminal that Foden didn't play.
It's just criminal. It's criminal.
We didn't have enough tech and decision making was too slow. I just think everyone in the England team plays safe when they play with each other. They play safe.
And we also seeing just quickly why Southgate plays a back three. You know what I'm saying? Because these issues don't arise because then you can have Kane when there's more runners around him rather than Kane just be the central one. Because whether it's a 3-4-3 or a 3-4-1-2, there's someone literally up alongside him at the top end of the pitch, which is needed.
Yeah, you have to, because let's be honest, you have to have, if you want Kane to play false nine, you have to have someone closer to him in the 8 and 2 inverted wingers. But if someone's up his arse and Kane can't get on the half turn and Kane's having an average game, how do we change that game? So as a Liverpool fan, I look at it like when we had Salah, Mane, Firmino. When Firmino wasn't having a great, like Firmino, usually you see him beat a man on the half turn when he gets fizzed into him. When you'd have a game where his first touch is moving like a trampoline, or he's struggling to get it around the corner to the inverted runners, what would we then sort of turn to? Do you know what we would do? We wouldn't give the ball to Firmino. We'd let a centre back follow Firmino, give it to Salah, or give it to Mane, and let these men go face up your defender and take him on.
Yeah,
take him on. And luckily, when we was blessed to have 2 world-class wingers, so either side, I think both of them usually had the beating of their defenders. For me, for that to happen, you need Robertson to give it in or Trent to give it in nice and early, so you're facing your winger, you're facing your defender face up. You man know this as a winger. You don't want to get the ball with your back to goal. You want to get the ball face up to your winger, like how Grealish likes to receive it, and then you can sort of square him up. Now, today, the way Trippier was killing Sterling, Saka couldn't really get the ball face up to face Robinson. And same kind of way on the left side, Sterling was drifting in the middle. So again, it's about if the Kane thing isn't working, we need to feed our wingers early enough so they can drive at the wing backs one-on-one, take a man out the game. But I think the few times we actually managed to do that, and especially Grealish managed to do that a few times, man, them were too stiff to make the run. We keep saying Kane was making runs. He wasn't making no fucking runs. He was just there.
No, he was.
So what Kane was doing was dropping deep, right? Kane is like a magnet. He attracts defenders with him when he drops deep. Yeah. That's why if you have a Trent at right back and you have a Rashford who makes the runs from the left wing to the central area, bro, that run from here, he's making the run. The ball hits him. And you see the high line USA were playing. If you have Trent at right back, Rashford at left wing, Kane's dropping deep, attracting the 2 center backs with him. There's easy a hole right in between the defense.
And even if the ball is not that good, even if the ball is slightly short or slightly long, 2 defenders are probably going to try to occupy Rashford. Who gets the second ball? Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Get the second ball. Or whoever's playing 8. Or Bellingham. Receive the second ball. Now all of a sudden you've won the ball high up. You've won the ball high up. I'm telling you, it's crazy. There's no variation of what these men do. And I'm telling you, Kane is getting protected. That fucker is getting protected, bro.
Yep.
Too much, bro. Not good enough from him. I don't see him affect games enough. I'm not taking lack of creativity enough, bro, because the best strikers in the world at times, when they have those games about creativity, 1 chance, 1 goal. Kane's one of the best strikers of all around. And he's not getting, like, bro, a man's just trying to play football.
It's a problem. It's a problem when Harry Maguire has more touches than you than in the box. Harry Maguire had 3 touches in the game.
Crazy.
In the box. Harry Kane had less than Harry Maguire in the box. Touches. Like, that's insane.
But it's fine. Harry Kane's our captain in that, man. We're captain fucking fantastic, man. It's not good enough. Corey, Netherlands. Don't think I didn't.
Once is pissed, bro. Once is eating.
Like, why are you not wearing? Can you go and get your shirt and wear it so that people can see it, please?
Yeah, Corey, go and get that shirt on.
Go get your shirt, man.
I'm not at my house. I'm not at my yard, innit? I breezed to the nearest available place to stream. But what I would say is with Netherlands, I can't lie. We got cooked, innit? We survived that 1-0 draw, boy, because we got cooked second half. I'll be real.
They're dead, man. Netherlands are dead.
Bro, we all knew this, bro. I knew that I had the worst.
You knew.
One of the worst teams out of the lot, innit? One of the worst teams.
I mean, if you lot scraped a 1-0 today, you would have been like another clean sheet, another win, and
bro, I'm basing it off my defense, G. You already know this.
Corey.
I base it off my defense.
Corey.
I can't. We got slated.
I want you to name 4 players from Ecuador. Go.
I don't.
Oh, shit. 2,000. God damn it. 9.
Brother, we got done up. I'll be real.
No. Name.
I don't know. I can't.
Name.
I tell you, I don't know. I don't know 4 players.
All I can think of is Enner Valencia.
Yeah.
The one that plays for Brighton.
Yeah.
And that Caicedo guy.
Caicedo.
And Caicedo.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I know. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what it is with this.
Wrap top is cool, innit? Gonna have to eat that one.
It's a draw, innit? It's a draw. We didn't lose.
No, draws. I mean, it's good enough
A draw's
for now.
not good enough, innit? In my opinion, a draw's not good enough. But
Right.
we got a draw. We're still top of the table. Like
Ecuador versus Netherlands. If I was a betting man, Ecuador versus Netherlands. And then on top of that, it was Ecuador where Enner Valencia, they had to rush that man back from injury. He couldn't even last the whole game.
Yeah, he went off again. That being said, there ain't too much between those two teams, you know. Netherlands ain't all that. Netherlands are not all that, man. They are not. They are
No.
Cody, and inshallah, man.
Flawless. Do we have to do the player thing? Do we have to do the player?
No, but I'm talking from a team perspective.
No, yeah, from a team perspective. But
right, here's what I say is
Ecuador and Netherlands, there's not much between them.
There is in terms of team for team. Yes, because when you look at them as a team, both well organized defensively. And Valencia starts for Netherlands. He starts for them.
I mean,
of course he does.
Argue it.
He starts for them. Yeah, even argue he starts. He is 1 and 2 for Ecuador. You know that. He's 1 and 2 for Ecuador.
His record for Fenerbahce this season.
His record for Fenerbahce is not good, but they played. Ecuador played to strengths.
It's very good.
Was it good?
He's played 12 goals and he's played 12 games. He's got 13 goals and 4 assists in 12 games.
I don't know his record there, but that's very good. I'm talking specifically for Ecuador. Like
that's this season, by the way.
Yeah, Ecuador, Netherlands are just toothless up front, man.
Yeah.
They've got burgers and wine.
He got hooked, fam. He's done.
But you can't even say that with a straight face, yo. You can't even say that with a straight face.
I like this. Trent is the most creative in that entire English squad, but you can't.
That's why you play wing back. That's why you play a back 3.
Yeah. So Trent doesn't have to defend.
Oh my god.
Because he can't.
You lot wilding, yo.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You know these things about England, but yeah, like Netherlands just ain't that good, man. They're just not that good.
Yeah, they're actually dead.
1 second, Flawless. Just to make this known, everyone in this chat knew this. Yeah, like they all knew this, and I did too. I mentioned it to them. I mentioned that I didn't want to get Netherlands. Like Netherlands was. One of the teams I didn't want.
Wait, months we got him.
Chatting, yeah. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Where is it? I need to find it.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Because Corey, I said this before we done the draw, and you said you did not mind Holland getting in the draw. That's what you said.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Holland getting in the draw. But that still stands. I don't mind Holland getting in the draw. But at the same time, that's one of the worst teams out of all the draws. So I would have said Spain. I still would have said Spain, although they done well. I would have said Spain, Germany, and Belgium.
Yeah,
Spain.
Spain.
Those 3 teams I wouldn't want to have. But there's still, as an overall,
you was an advocate for them. I offered to take them out, and you was an advocate to keep them.
No, because that would have been dead.
I was praying Holland came out. I was not trying to get them bums. I said it.
That would have been dead. That would have been dead.
You also said to me behind closed doors that everyone got onto my team, and I've arguably had the best start.
That's a fact. That's no lie, though. That's not a lie. Wait, hold on a second. You guys still haven't played. Because
Corey, you're sitting fourth. You're sitting first in your group with 4 points. Casey's sitting on 0. The bum. They have Argentina. Them bums. They're sitting on 0 points. Fair enough. I'm, as I said, 3 points in one game. You know what I'm saying? Kiz obviously played one game. You're the only team that's played 2 games, isn't it? So it might be I might lose my next game. Kiz might lose his next game. Casey might even win his game. Casey can win his game 1,000-0 and he'll still be behind you in points. So again, you see what I'm saying?
I'm still in a good position, bro. Like as much as we drew, I'm still
stop playing victim. You have Virgil van Dijk, you have Frankie de Jong. Tell me what you said to me when we reviewed all of our squads during the draw. Tell me what you said to me about your squad. We have Virgil van Dijk. We have Devon. We have Timber. My backline Tench. We have Frankie de Jong.
Correct.
So don't say now that we know this, we know because again, you said as a team. So and as a team, like it's good to know your zero. This is what I said. It's good to know your zero, and your zero was drawing against Ecuador. Casey's zero was losing against United Arab Emirates. That's Casey's. Do you get it? That is Casey's zero. That's Argentina's zero.
I can't lie. I'm obviously I want to win, but the way I see it personally, I've got one more game. Yeah, I've got Qatar.
You just need to draw.
I've got Qatar.
Qatar. Boy, man.
I've got Qatar, which is out of everyone. You would call it the easiest game. Yeah. I've got Gakpo just moving immense, just slapping it.
Oh yeah, banger.
Moving immense. So it shouldn't take a lot for me to top this table, innit? I should top this table come next week. Yeah. And we've made it harder for ourselves. We made it harder for ourselves, but I still believe we'll top the table. So I'm still in a good position. I haven't really got too much.
That goal, man, Van Dijk. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
shocking defending.
Might have to have words.
You don't have to have words, bro. BBD my defender right now, G.
Oh my gosh, this girl.
And Timber as well. What a bum, fam.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Ake trying to play offside?
Yeah, that was poor.
Van Dijk backed away from the thing.
We're talking about Ake?
Yeah, that was very.
It was all 3 of them.
Yeah, that was so dead.
It was a mess.
I thought De Ligt was bad.
Even the keeper he lasered it, but the keeper should push that wide.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's mistakes all over. Should Timber get caught? No. Should Van Dijk do better? Yes. You could argue the keeper should do better. Yes. Well, Van Dijk's the one we are looking at.
Done what he needed to do. Like,
you could argue. I think that's proper nitpicking. Like he's the least of the problems.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at that and going, "Oh my god, my goalkeeper." That's awful.
Van
Dijk close to shutdown. Why is my right-sided centre back central getting caught on the ball like that? That's what I would do. Why was Timber there?
Yeah, and why did Gakpo lose the ball in the half time?
Was it not Timber who lost the ball? So it was Timber.
Gakpo lost it on the half time.
It was Gakpo.
No, Timber lost the ball.
No, it was Timber.
Yeah,
Timber lost the ball, bro.
Because that's why Timber's not on the right side.
Timber dribbled into that.
It was Timber who lost the ball.
Yeah, it was Timber.
Yeah, because Timber tried to. Because me and Taza was saying, I'm saying, why is my right-sided centre back central on the ball on the half turn? Like something's off there. Like why are you there? And then obviously that's left the gap. Van Dijk's, not closed down for whatever reason, and then it goes up.
Van Dijk clicked the perfume button.
No one come near.
Yo, that's hilarious.
To be fair, I think he should have got a bit closer to him. He shifted and got the shot away.
Should have.
What do you
mean should have, bro? This dude was just that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I am using that.
No, man, then when I'm talking about world-class players doing stuff that they should be doing, I've got Corey telling me that where's this and where's that. So
and I was with you. Hey, Muggs, I'm with you on that. I'm on the Kane thing. I'm with you. And Van Dijk, you should have came up with.
Van Dijk is in this. Van Dijk is here. He's here, and he should be.
I hear you in it. But you know what it is? You should have sold it better. You needed to come up with a click the button thing, and I would have laughed too because that's hilarious.
No, that's just 100%. Bro, Van Dijk, I looked at Van Dijk.
But Van Dijk's running on E, fam. He's this running on E. Like
I'm myself sorry.
Van Dijk saved that game from being. Van Dijk saved that game from being.
I agree. He did. He wasn't one of the worst performers.
Van Dijk was one of your better performers that game.
I think that I can't remember his name. the midfielder, the bald brother, the white guy, like
Classic.
Oh,
yeah,
that's Hassan, yeah.
He stunk.
Yeah.
That guy stunk. Yeah.
Bro.
Yo,
I thought-
all Netherlands
Bergwijn-
attackers ain't too
If it
good.
wasn't for Timber and
Bergwijn
Van
was
Dijk,
doing burgers and wine.
if it wasn't for Timber and Van Dijk, you lot lose that game. 3-1.
Bergie, you know.
You lot lose that game 3-1. By the way, Corey.
Timber gave up the
If it
ball. What are
wasn't
you
for Tim-
talking about?
Huh?
Timber gave up the ball.
Yes, no, I'm talking about throughout the game. Because throughout the game, Ecuador, you see the wing back positions for Ecuador.
Yeah.
They were smoking. You lot.
Dumfries was called dumb. He was just dumb. Dumfries was just dumb.
But yeah, Dumfries kills me, you know. Like I don't like.
Dumfries was just dumb. That's it.
He's Wan-Bissaka, bro. He's Wan-Bissaka.
He's actually dumb today.
I don't see the hype. I don't see the Dumfries hype at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'll be real. I can't lie. I would have took off Blind and slapped in Malacia. I can't lie.
Of course you would have.
That's what-
Of course you would have.
Bro,
No, I hear that. Just give me something dynamic from like the left wing
thank
back.
you.
You don't even have to be. You don't even
And
have to
Xavi
be like
Simons.
that.
I don't know why someone else.
Hear that. Two United fans hear that.
Nah, bring me someone. Bring me someone who's actually, you know what I'm saying, just bring me some PMP. Whoever. You don't even have to
Bro,
be left
Dumfries
footed.
is PMP though. No, Dumfries is Bethro PMP.
No, I'm talking about Blind, fam.
Yeah, Blind is just.
I'm talking about Blind on the other
Blind,
side. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying bring me
He
someone
wasn't
who can.
fast enough. These Ecuador players, most of them were just raps. Like most of them were just bare fast. And Blind was
Yeah.
just fam, it was just
Yeah,
going
Blind
past.
is just
man. It was
experienced,
going
like,
past.
By the way, people, smash.
I said
By the way,
click of perfume, but,
people,
yo,
we're
that's
on.
mad funny, yo.
How many likes are we on? How many likes are we on, people? I was about to get onto the likes, but I can't actually see them myself.
41.
That's yeah. You lot bump it up to 50, man.
Right? Went up to
Come down.
50, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying
come
that
on, man.
right now, guys. Again, the like goal today is 50, between 50 and 60. So again, I know there's 12 of you in here that ain't slapped that like button. There's 40 of people in here. Stop what you're doing and click the like button. Remember to subscribe to Sarcasm City TV as well. But most importantly, click the like button. It helps the channel. It helps, push the video out more. So yeah, guys, please smash that like button. I tell my mum all the time about what you lot are on, and like if I tell her that you lot aren't hitting the like button, she's gonna throw a slipper at every single one of you. So
Facts.
to prevent that, please hit the like button. But there we go, 43 likes. You lot can do it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see 45, 46 in the next couple of minutes because we're gonna shut off soon, very soon. Marcus says Maguire is getting hella praise, but he was sleeping for that goal against Qatar. I think he meant Iran. Somehow will end up in team of the tournament. Off topic. Off topic. Wait, is he all dropped anyone?
That's bare.
Maguire's you know what it is? Because Maguire's received so much slander. He's at that point where he's like a make-a-wish kid. You know what I'm saying? Where now if he plays a 6, we're gonna gas it up like it's a 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's legit where it is. Like I've seen people hyping up because he played well against you're playing for England. You should be playing well against Iran. You should be.
100%. Flawless. He's the kid whose dad was the coach. So anything he does, he's getting bare praise for, innit? You know, when your dad's the coach, we've all had it. We've all had it in Sunday League. We've all been through it, man. I know we won't say names on the channel, but we've all had it where one kid, he's the nephew, the son,
that continuously plays and he's
continuously playing, and we have to just deal with it.
Yeah,
because if
like,
you say
that's where it is,
you're getting dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
That's
legit what it is with Maguire. Like, I'm tired. Like, you're supposed to play well. Like, no one's praising Stones for those performances. Stones was just as good as you against Qatar and Iran. But because Stones is better, like, that's just base level expectance. You know what I'm saying? Like, we expect you. Like, Maguire, yes, you are a terrible centre back. But I expect you playing for England to play well versus Iran and Wales. I mean, Iran and USA, sorry. And I expect you to play well against Wales in the next game too. Like, look at the strikers. Who's these mammoth strikers you're going up against? Who are you locking up for Qatar? You know what I'm saying? Not Qatar. Who are you locking up, sorry, for USA? Today? See, you don't even know. See my point. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even know these man's names, man. You know what I'm saying? These men are just, these men are just a generic AI. You know when you play pro clubs and one of your guys isn't there? These are just the AI guys. I'm just saying in general.
The USA. There's no striker.
Yeah,
no.
This is my point,
right, bro? Come on.
You know, like when you play clubs and not everyone has and there's only 8 of you lot, and you have the AIs there. That's what he's playing against, and we praising it. You know, I'm like, come on, man, it's outrageous, man.
It's true. It's true. As I said, I'm running out of things to say about these bums. I can't lie. Like I don't know, it's just individual brilliance, Ollie ball mixed with a bit of Ralph Ragnick.
He was actually Ollie ball.
Ollie ball, but that's what he is.
Yeah,
I called him
vibes.
that. I said he's Ollie in a waistcoat.
That's what it is.
Yep.
That's what it
He
is. Vibes.
Ollie in
I've
the
seen
waistcoat.
this. I've seen this before.
Bro, I'll be honest, yeah.
He's Javi more.
At least
like.
Cody bagged in it.
That was a banging goal.
United
That was a
say-
fire goal.
My number 9. Let's go,
Corey,
I ain't saying all that, but it was a fire goal.
bro. He's gonna be our number 9 soon, man. Relax.
Oh, you think
Nah, I'm
he's
relaxed.
gonna
I'm just saying I've not seen enough of him. I just said it's a banging goal. That's all.
You didn't know that, Kane. You didn't know
Cody,
Corey, did he have
that's
a good game
what-
today? Corey,
You don't know.
did he have a good game today?
that. What, Cody?
He didn't. He didn't. If you're being
Did Jack have a good game today? Let me know. Did he?
Nah,
I know. There you go. He didn't have a good game today.
but bro,
see that goal?
He didn't
It was
he
a
didn't get a lot
very,
of
very
chances,
good
bro.
goal. A
He
very
didn't,
good
get a
goal.
lot of chances, did he?
Oh, this is what you used to fucking say about every.
Did he? He didn't get a lot of
Man,
chances.
spin around on the chair, man. You should have done the spin on the chair.
Bro,
I like the spin.
let him
Every
get some
time an attacker plays
chances.
bad, it's fucking. He didn't get any fucking chances, did he? Every time, man.
No chances. Bro,
That was a good impression.
Think the man on the high come and get a
Create
shot.
chances, bro.
That was a good
Midfield
impression.
should
Yeah.
be creating chances. If your midfield not creating chances, how do you split your attackers to work?
This is
beat your man.
this is me and you in the alternate
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Cody Gakpo isn't world class. So
What
how are
did you
you
say? What did you
expecting him to put
What
out
did
a
you
man
I said to Taza, I said, used to argue it's just me and him in the alternate universe. When I was talking, I was saying, this is me and my Taza. It's the same shit, yo.
Bro, Corey just
It's the
doesn't know how to
same
play. If your midfield
Bro,
ain't
this
playing
is
well,
just silly. It doesn't make
Bro,
sense.
bro,
Would you say
Corey.
Saka had a poor game today?
huh?
Would you say
Yeah.
Saka had a poor game
Yeah,
today?
you didn't have not poor. You didn't have a good game.
But if you think about it, Trippier played horrible. Trippier played horrible today. Yeah, and
Yep.
that's the reason why Saka couldn't do what he did. Bro,
So strikers
Trippier
can't get
was taking like
credit.
19 touches.
Yeah.
If he took 3-4 touches, just gave it to Saka and let him
But
actually go
Corey,
at the
you
you see
can't
a different Saka.
you can't always
You only
rely
just
on
put
your
one
players
way, Corey.
behind you to make you play well, bro.
Yeah,
No, I'm
cheers,
not.
that's what
I'm
saying.
not always
do
reliant. But bro, if he's getting fed the ball and he's not doing anything, then you're having a poor game as an attacker. But if you're not even getting the ball, how can you have a poor game?
No, but you can't say you
He
get
said it there. You only see football one way. You must only see football one way.
Bro,
You do not hold on. As an attacker, first of all, you do not need to be world class to make something happen or to go and do something effective if the player behind you is not doing their job. If the player behind you is not doing your job, you have to find something different to do. You don't have to be world class to do that. How the hell does Richarlison score 14 goals for Everton? How does Tony score 13, 14 goals for Brentford? How do these men and the bottom half of the table go and get 12 plus goals in the Premier League, game in, game out? How is Rodrigo on 11 goals in the Premier League season?
I hear that.
because
I hear that.
chances were
Good.
created.
What,
for them
are they
in
world
those
class?
games.
Are they all world class?
Because chances were created for them in those games. We created zero chances today.
So
We
you
didn't
think
create a chance. And that Kane thing, I agree with you. That header, I agree with you. But we created zero chances besides from that in that game. So you can't see him do much. If you saw if chances were created for Ivan
that's
Hey,
Toney,
he didn't listen to a thing I
he's
said, did
scoring
he?
goals.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Corey
No,
doing
I
that strong and wrong
disagree,
thing.
bro. I
You're
disagree.
just doing that strong and wrong
You
thing.
can't expect man to do well if man are not
Alright.
feeding the ball.
All right,
Please.
cool. Flawless and Mataza. If on clubs, if I'm not playing very well in clubs as the 10, which is very rare, by the way. But if I am not,
That is, I gotta give you your
That's
props.
true.
That is extremely
Nah,
rare.
that's
innit?
facts.
Our
That's
team is
facts.
the definition of give the ball to Munts and get the fuck out of the way. Innit? Like that's what. That's our tactics, yo. Hey, it got us to Division 1, man. That shit worked. We rid that shit till the wheels fell off, yo. But go on, carry on.
but I'm saying, but I'm saying, Flawless, there was that time where, like, it was, I think, about 3-4 games. I was playing crap, yeah, and Ethan was there, or Cam was there to score the goals.
Yeah,
Yep.
To score the goals.
That must still do bits. Yeah.
You know why? Because again, even if the 10 or the wings, if someone is being nullified, it means they're still dragging someone out of space.
Yeah.
It's football tactics. Someone is being dragged out of a space for
I
someone
agree.
to go and occupy. If Kane, and again, He's in this bracket. So just like when Van Dijk doesn't get this much closer to the ball and he's world class, that's not good enough from him. If Kane is not creating chances for himself, because I've seen Kane score every type of goal. I've seen him score every type of goal. Half left foot, right foot outside the box, header near post, header back post, overhead kick, scissor kick, left foot scissor kick. I've seen him. I might not have seen him backheel a ball into the net. That might be the only goal I haven't seen him score. I've seen him hit the ball across his body first time, top bins. If that man is not hitting service, Kane, bro, how about this? Tottenham don't have a good cam. So why does Kane score 30 goals season in, season out? I don't get it.
Fair point.
You can't say that because if the player behind you isn't feeding you, then technically you can't really say you had a bad game. Of course, you can say you had a bad game. You can't rely on the person who's feeding you to do what you need to do all the time. Otherwise,
just like you said, Monts, yeah. If the cam is getting overwhelmed, 2 men are on him, then shouldn't the midfielders be able to shouldn't the other 2 midfielders in Bellingham and Rice be able to be able to still play the ball? You've got 2 men on you. You've got 2 men on you.
You're both right. You're both right in what you're saying.
Bro, Kane plays a bad performance.
No, that ain't right. I'm sorry.
Is it right to expect more from Harry Kane? Absolutely, because he is in the world class bracket.
I agree.
Yes,
you should.
But also, does the service into him also affect him? Yeah, but I disagree with that. I hear what you're saying, Monts. No. Kane should be criticized the most because he's the best player on the pitch. So therefore, you should be criticized the most. I don't want to hear about Mount or Sterling or Saka or Foden, Grealish coming on or whoever and not playing well. When you are the best player, you the go-to guy. Yeah. So if you're the go-to guy and England play well and you take the majority of the praise, you have to take the majority of the criticism. I've said this before. This is how I talk when I talk about Neymar, for instance. When I talk about him, like in this tournament, like you the best player in the best team, I'm holding you to higher standards than everybody else. Because if Brazil win the tournament and you're the star guy, you're gonna get all the plaudits, and rightfully so.
Can I say something then? I've got another point. I've got another point. Yeah. Mr. Corey, I'm going to take you to court.
Hey, buddy.
How much did Neymar, the best player on the pitch, provide for Richarlison in that Brazil game?
Not much. But you know what? You know what was done? Casemiro, the midfielder, Let me finish. Richarlison didn't actually have much in that Brazil game. Let's just be real. Richarlison didn't actually have much in that game. But when it came down to it, at that first goal, this is why I rate the first goal, not as much as the second goal, but the way he had to get in front of his man and make something happen. Even the cutback to him, when he made that touch and done the overhead kick, he made it happen because the cutback wasn't a good cutback.
It wasn't the best.
No one can tell me that cutback to Richarlison was a good cutback. It wasn't a good cutback. Behind him. And he improvised and made something happen. So and Richarlison had very limited chances because Brazil weren't great in the midfield. They defended well. Casemiro was great. Paqueta was actually okay in ball retention. Everything else, he was shit. But defensively, Brazil were very solid. And England defended well. But in terms of pulling it out of the bag, when your midfielders aren't really giving you the best service, the difference weren't made. So again, I have to return to that point. You can't. That means attackers with bad midfielders or medium midfielders can't be criticised then. We can't criticise any of these, man.
Montel, I'm going to explain to you the problem I have with what you're saying to you. Yeah?
Can you
just like you saw, Richarlison didn't have a lot of chances. Yeah? He didn't have a lot of chances that game. But Montel, he had a chance to tuck it away. Yeah? Kane had one chance in that game to tuck it away. No. One. Richarlison didn't have any chances to tuck it away, bro. Off its own back. But my problem is, with Richarlison, that game, he stood in the number 9 position. Why? Because he trusted Neymar in that cam position to, even though Neymar didn't have a great game, he knew that I should stay in that position. Kane cannot trust Mount, bro. He could not trust Mount. That's why he comes back.
No, he didn't stay in front of the position. If Richarlison stayed static, he's not getting that rebound, bro. He got in front of his marker.
I'm not saying stayed static, but during the game, Montel, yeah,
He was stuck.
his position, Richarlison's position was stuck at the top in the middle. He didn't. He barely went to the left. He barely went to the right. He stayed in central. Yeah, Kane cannot do that. Reason being is because he doesn't trust Mason Mount. He doesn't trust it.
He's not seeing it. He's not going to listen to it. He's going to down it.
Listen to that. To this, yeah, Corey. What I'll say to that is, yeah, if he doesn't trust Mount, that's on him. As a striker, the first thing you should be thinking about is how am I going to score a goal, not drop deep. So if he can't trust Mount, that's on him. That's on him.
I hear that.
It's literally that. He needs to stay there, and if he doesn't get the ball, that's on him.
That's why I'm not accepting Flawless saying you're right and right. Corey's being strong and wrong, bro.
No. When I say you're right and right in terms of when I say that you're right and right, you're right in terms of saying Kane is good enough to, you know what I'm saying, produce in this game because he's the best player on the pitch. He's world class. We've seen him score every type of goal. My point is, does service matter into you? Of course it does.
It does. Service matter.
So that's all I'm saying. It's not the be all and end all, but what I'm saying is it matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, which it does. That's a fact. Should Kane do more? Absolutely. But I hear the other side in terms of, yes, Kane needs to do more, but also look what is around him. He is not being helped. With Mount behind him, he is getting no help. Because one thing about Spurs is, which you mentioned, which is true, there's no class. They work specifically to him. Son making them runs that he makes. That's too Kane basically has a free role to do whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? In that Spurs. Literally. Southgate hasn't built that team to me, and you might disagree, to Kane. I don't think it's built to anybody. If you build it to Kane, different. I don't think he's like, right, let's build this team to Kane. Because if you built it to Kane, it would look like the Spurs team or look more similar. Maybe you take that format. So that's why I hear it. Yeah, it matters. Like, of course, you're playing Mounts there.
Yeah. I just don't think I think it should be a thing where it's like, you know what, Kane didn't get the most help, but it's still not good enough. It's not good enough.
I agree, bro. Here's where I agree with you, man. He deserves the most criticism to me because you're the best player. Yeah, so you deserve the most criticism.
Precisely, and you don't have to be world class. Again, it's like what Keir said. Like your first thought is how am I going to score a goal? Goals, like if you actually look at it in football these days, because football is so system based, and you might know this. Late the football these days is it's almost like a chess game, especially against, I'd say, from 10th to 1st in most leagues is more of a chess game.
And it's more, especially a chess game in the World Cup when you only got 3 games. You know what I'm saying? One bad result and you're out. You could be out.
This is what I'm saying. It's a lot of chess games, and I've looked at how a lot of the goals have been scored. And in terms of the way the system works, like I'm gonna be so real. A lot of goals haven't actually come from cutting a man open, threading a man through, and man them scoring. A lot of the goals have come from man them creating goals for themselves.
Yeah,
and that often is the difference. That creating goals for yourself and maybe getting in front of your man for a corner or from a set piece tends to be the margin for winning and losing in international football. And if you can't get goals for yourself and you're more reliant on the midfield behind you, are you as good as everyone says you are then? Because that's what we need to start questioning then.
And the thing is, I wouldn't dispute that. That's a fair argument, and that's why I don't put Kane in the bracket with the top strikers in the world.
With Richarlison.
No, that's harsh. That's harsh.
Please allow me to
I don't put him in. When I say that, I don't put him in his. And I was having this debate
with Valencia, creating stuff. I'm gonna get hot. What midfield does Valencia have? He's top scorer.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. No. That is true.
Yeah,
that is true. But one thing they do, and I'm not saying it is, one thing they do at Ecuador is build around him. But that's why I don't put this guy trolling. I don't put Kane in there with a Benzema. I don't put Kane in there with a Benzema. I don't put Kane in there with a Benzema. Is what I'm saying. Because for me, I've seen Benzema do that.
You don't need to be Benzema to create for yourself.
No. I'm not saying, bro. I'm not saying you. No, I'm not saying you have to. You don't have to be. What I'm saying is why I don't put him in that bracket, because I don't look at Kane how everyone looks at Kane. Do I think he's world class? Do I think he's world class? Yes.
When was Kane the best striker in the world?
Yeah, but people will have him in that conversation. People will have him in that conversation. People will have him.
Exactly. You don't need him to be. You don't need him to be.
You don't need to be the guy to create goals for yourself. And Valencia's done it. Patrick Schick was doing it for Czech Republic. Do you know what I'm saying? Mitrovic, apart from Pereira, who's creating for him in Fulham's team?
Facts. But I think it's just international level as well. Kane just don't do it because at Spurs, like you said,
It's
there's no one creating for him. Yeah,
Bro,
we know
Harry Kane's bad performances are more than just service. Like he's
Yeah,
he's not a dependable player. He's an independable player. He's dependent on runners, but he can still create chances and out of nothing and score for himself. Like him dropping a disaster class today is not all down to his performance. I mean, all down to service. Sorry.
Yeah, facts.
Not all down to service.
I agree. Like I said,
it's like a 60-40. It's 60% his fault. I would say 40% the service.
Like I said, to me, he deserves the majority of the criticism because you are the best player. So therefore, you should take the majority of the criticism, 100%.
Because if England win that, it's all Harry Kane's England.
He's the go-to guy, and rightfully so. You should be the go-to guy because again, you are the best. There's no one else in that team that's seen as world class to me. If we're talking world class, you're the only good shot. Yeah. We praise Luke Shaw, man. We praise him.
Oh man, no, you're not.
Make sure that one's in there, though. Make sure that one's in there, though.
You picked him up, Bears. Big up,
Luke Shawarma hype, man.
He says Monty supporting Belgium. Yeah. I'm like we done a draw where KC's team is Argentina, my team is Belgium. Keys showed him the badge, flash him a little bit of the badge. Keys is Portugal, and Corey drew Netherlands as well. Doesn't want to represent them right now because they drew their game today. A
draw's calm. A draw is calm.
Yeah, a draw against Ecuador's calm. It's calm. It's mine now.
Wait, 1 second. Do you think I believe that Netherlands is going to win the World Cup?
I don't listen.
Doesn't matter.
Do you ride for your team? Listen, take it one game at a time. Ride for your team, G. Ride for your team. You know what I'm saying? But listen, people, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a great show talking about England, and obviously we didn't really talk too much about the Wales and Iran game, but big up Iran. Big up Iran today. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was a big win for them. Big, massive win for them. And that second
finish was juicy.
And the first one was just the 2 goals. Iran peppered up Wales all game.
Yeah. What's a dead food? What's a dead?
Wales are stinky.
They fucked up Wales.
If England don't beat Wales,
like but Wales are going to be up for it, bro. No, because if Wales win this, they're back on 4 points, same as England. Wales are going to be up for this.
True.
They're going to be up for it.
They're going to be spirited. They're going to try hard, 100%, man. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it's against the English. So try hard, 100%. I'm in agreement. Like that wasn't a shot when I say try hard. Like that's exactly what they're going to do. Plus, it's the Welsh. They don't like the English. So they're definitely going to be up for it even more so, without doubt. They'd love to dump England out.
If we concede first to a Bell free kick or a Bell penalty, it's a long day. It's a long day in the England camp.
You know we ain't breaking them down.
Literally, right. We ain't breaking nothing down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're
you lot have faith, man. England gonna come good, man. You know what I'm saying?
we're a failed science project. We ain't breaking shit down. I'm telling you that. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, Joe.
What days a month can you do an impression of Corey
again? Was cold, Joey. That impression was cold, Joey.
No. That's a more in the moment thing. That's in the moment thing. Big up Ryan, and I said big up the panel, even the guy in the bottom right. Don't kill me. I came in late, guys. Did you already talk about Mount? Yeah. We cooked up Mount still. We cooked up Mount. Wales gonna have plus 10 attributes against England. Yeah, they're all gonna be informed. They're all gonna have like black cards.
Yeah.
Big up the guys, big up Z as well. Big up the guys, people we're singing is coming home when England beat Iran 6-2, and now look at them versus a decent team. Let them play like this versus France, Brazil, Spain, smoky settings. Couldn't have said it better. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up the 2 super chats. Obviously, I said, what does Kane offer? Big up from myself, and big up from Zeno, which says, to be fair, Mount Kane occupying the space in the 10. I've now read that super chat again. To be fair to Mount, Kane is occupying his space in the 10.
Why is he doing that, hey? Why is he doing that?
We'll leave that for another day, but I think that is that's food for thought. That's food for thought. Word to kids. Go get your goal.
Even if Mount has space, then what is Mount gonna do with the ball then? What is he gonna do?
If what pass to his fellow 10. Is world class. Fuck off! I'm not hearing it. Kane,
bro, Mount hype, bro.
I need you to prove me wrong. I need it. Make it happen. And if you do it against Wales, it still won't be enough because it's Wales. It still won't be enough. But one of the big boys, G. buck one of the big boys. I ain't seen it in your 50 good England goals.
Yeah, he does need to do that. You're right.
Legit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, big up everyone in the chat. Big up Paul Tierney. Big up Solo as well. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City CTV. Big up Pat Trafford. Big up Solo.
Hey, love that comment. Hey, Ryan Shaw, man. But yeah, go on, carry on.
Big up Taza. Also, make sure to go over to Sarcasm City TV, Twitch, and YouTube as well, where we will be starting pro clubs. In fact, Flawless, you can let them know.
We'll be starting pro clubs next week, people. I don't know exactly what day, but it'll be early next week, like Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I need to obviously reach out to basically get the gang back together, and it's months. Taza, you'll see there as well. Probably a couple of new people as well. And for those that have watched it before, you know what it's like. It will be on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch as well. So legit, I'm gonna cop the game either tonight or over the weekend and get that pattern, people. Basically, I'm reaching out to everyone tomorrow. Say again.
It should have been this weekend.
Nah, there's like 4 games a day, fam. You know what I'm saying? Still, that's why I didn't do it this weekend. There's still 4 games a day over this weekend. Like Tuesday's that last day.
We in the World Cup, so I can see in the World Cup.
We win that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that, but we move. But yeah, definitely, people. Early next week it'll be on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. So just keep a lookout, and we'll get it popping.
Love that. And obviously, pick up the members. Pick up Paul Tierney, Matars, obviously here as well. Pick up yourself. UK beat 6 times. Rom's prediction. Mama Flossie, Jamie Phillips, ND, Baz, JT, T Baby, Chelsea OG, Joe Madonka, Aiden Andrews, Kaz, and Ricky. A lot of these 3 and 4 months memberships, which is crazy right now. We're going to get some new badges as well once we get the revamp going at 2.9k, which we're still working towards. So make sure you subscribe. Big up Solo on the highest tier doing their mod work as well, and also T Baby, who's also part of the second tier of Big Six Gang. It's been another episode of Big Six Bant. It's been a good stream. We'll see you guys in the next one, which either could be tomorrow or the day after. We will organize a watch along. It is going to happen, but hey, if some of the games are as boring as this, we're going to be talking about everything that isn't to do with the game when England put up performances like that. But listen, it's been another episode of Big Six Bants, and we'll see you in the next one. Subscribe.